clothes that are fashioned, a car that is fashioned by the hand of an artist, the house that is fashioned by an architect. And it's very interesting for us to understand this, because God, after He created everything, He took the dust, He probably mixed it up with a little bit of water, and then He fashioned with His hands the arms, the legs, the face, the nose. And then as the man was laying down, probably 6-footer, he blew. And the man became alive and stood up. And immediately his brain was a super brain. And he knew God and everything around, the animals. And he asked God, what is this animal's name? You name it. You do it. And he started naming animals. Tigers, zebra, piojos, everything he started naming. What a mind. What a memory to name everything. And then he caused a deep sleep, and out of his rib, he took a rib and he fashioned a woman out of him. God could have created a woman the same way. He could have taken dust and put it together and then just blew in the dust, and here is a woman. But God used a different way. Out of the man, it was taken out of the man. So every time Adam saw Eve, this is bone of my bone. This is flesh of my flesh. This is my blood. This is my wife. I don't want anything to happen to my blood, to my flesh, to my bone. I'm going to protect her. I'm going to take care of her. I'm going to love her. I'm going to nourish her. And now we shouldn't lose those same principles. You get married, and then in the unity of the Spirit, that's what the Bible says. Spirit with a small s, human spirit. You become one. And if your wife is happy, you're happy. And you nourish your wife, and you care for your wife, and you do whatever it takes to satisfy and keep your wife happy, the same thing the wife to the man. And this has been lost today. Couples like to argue, insult themselves, even among Christians, because the percentage of divorce in Christians is over 50%. It was used to be the world, not Christians, but now we have neglected the principles of God and marriage, and we have followed patterns of secular teachings on marriage. I'm going to read from the notes. Marriage was designed by the heart of God. It is not a man's idea, man's creation. It's not man's. It was designed by the heart of God to bring companionship. Companionship. It is not good. God saw men walking lonely in the single is not complete until he or she gets married. Unless that single has the gift of being single, continence. But if not, the Bible says it's better to get married than to burn. So the fullness of happiness on a man and a woman is fulfilled on marriage. So marriage is a state of happiness. And I heard it from a person saying, person that single, advanced in age, he says, it gets so frustrated for me when I see couples running, walking, and I see couples sharing. You see that, talking and sharing. I don't have that. I walk by myself. I live by myself. I sleep by myself. I don't have that. But what has happened is that we have messed up things up. And instead of marriage being a time of a state of happiness, joy, enjoyment, men have turned it into hell. Arguments, selfishness. All these things. And I pray that after this sermon, you go and reflect on what I'm saying and enjoy. Like the book of wisdom says, enjoy the woman of your youth. The woman who you got married. Enjoy your husband, your marriage. And the book of wisdom speaks to us on that. It says, Songs of Solomon says, let's go out. Let's travel. Now that the fields are green and the pomegranates are flourishing and everything is so beautiful in the field, let's go out someplace and let me give you my love. Let us be together. When did you have your second honeymoon? It took me 15 years to have a second honeymoon. And after that, got it. It's good. It's healthy. It's profitable. And don't say we're too busy, we don't have